Welcome in, chat. Welcome in.
Whoa.
Hello there.
Today's game of Deathmarch is going to be a little bit different than usual, as we are missing one player. Our paladin, Samael, is not here present, sadly. But welcome in, everybody. For the players that are here, though, how are you all doing?
Doing good?
Good. Might have a new puppy soon.
Oh!
Oh, cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what my mom was calling me about.
Puppy dog pics when?
Potentially as soon as next weekend.
Oh, let's go.
Whoa.
Well, I as the DM, will call upon my DM power and rights to tax dog pics when they arrive.
I also like to invoke that too.
I see.
Dog pics or Vivienne dies.
Samael was suddenly waylaid by abrupt ambush upon the road. He will not be here tonight.
He's busy going for that round too.
Some family stuff came up that was a little unexpected. So we'll see him next week. But in the meantime, we still have some of our Deathmarch crew here, of course. And last we left off, you guys had just met a Vistani woman who you've been told about prior, known as Esmeralda, a vampire hunter, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys say anything immediately as you guys meet her?
Cautiously observe at first. I think you said she was gonna sit in the middle of a.
Yeah, wasn't she like carving in the ground or something like that?
Summoning
or drawing
circle.
on the ground?
Yeah, she was
Up.
using a white chalk to write out a sigil on the ground. However, as you guys came in, the chalk piece itself had snapped. And she had like cursed underneath her breath as you guys had entered in, and then turned to look at you all.
In which case, a gentle hello.
Well,
Greetings.
you see she kind of gives a raised eyebrow. Given the noise you made coming up here, I assume you're not here to kill me?
I would
Whoa,
know why
of
we'd
course
want
not.
to.
Well, in my term of life, it is very common for certain cohorts to arrive to try to dispose of me. Must understand.
Well, that's even.
Let's keep you on your toes at least.
Of
It's
course.
even more of a reason to not show up. All sneaky and silent like.
Your cohorts being
Vampires, ghouls, ghasts, werewolves, and other things that stalk the night. You kind of break the distance a little bit and reach out a hand.
Sorry, would shake the hand.
My name
Vivienne
is
will too.
Esmeralda. Bienvenue.
Ah,
It is good to meet you all.
indeed.
Vivienne.
I'm sorry.
I originally believed that there was 4 of you, however, Oh, never mind. Samael's token that is invisible was on top of the Kiso.
Yeah.
What brings you here?
We were looking for a lost boy. The Burgermeister's son. And we were also looking for help for one of our friends, so multiple things really brought us here. I
Indeed.
admit this place is
Mhm.
rather curious as well.
Definitely an oddity. But yes, I seeked help from the abbot, and well, yeah, we had also been roped into helping the burgomaster with dealing with the wolf problem.
I see. I will note, however, the four of you are definitely not natives to Barovia.
Very much
What
not.
gave that away?
Well, your disposition, your friendliness, demeanor, and, well, of course, the talking raven behind you.
I turn and pretend to look shocked. When did he get there?
Your ravens don't talk in these parts, then?
And not a good sign if they generally do. However, for my people, they're generally a good sign to see. However, I don't know which of the two it is to see you. No offense, of course.
All in good time.
It does raise a question, Kiso. Are you are you a part raven or part? I always thought you were like a crow.
It's more raven. Perhaps I think of myself too noble to make that assumption. I don't necessarily know where along our lineage we diverged from actual birds. Actually, I don't think I've thought about it much at all. We're a cursed race, but before that, I don't actually know.
You're gonna cause him to have an existential crisis.
It wouldn't be the first one anyone's had here.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I have to imagine that's pretty par for the course for this land.
Yes, even for that, I would not know. I'm afraid I'm not actually from Barovia. However,
You are not?
no. I traveled here 2 weeks ago.
Wait. You traveled here? From where?
From beyond the mist.
Beyond the mist. Where? What is beyond the mist?
Multiple different
Sorry.
We came
regions
from.
and places, if that's what you're asking. However, I've only just recently met you. Knowledge is power, and I've not survived this long by letting any stranger put a blade to my throat.
Pardon my shock, I suppose. I didn't know it was that easy to come here.
For my people, yes. For others, not so much.
Is she a Vastani? What is she?
You don't know?
We know she's we
You
don't
could-
know she's Vistani?
At least she has not voiced it, but you've been told that there is a Vistani woman named Esmeralda who has come here. Someone could infer it is probably her.
Wait, y'all could just leave?
Yes.
I didn't know. I didn't say that
tell
in
us
character.
that.
You didn't know.
I would think that like Kiso would be rather
So,
shocked.
what,
It's just like
what compelled you to come here then?
Well, let me answer your question with a question back at you. What is your opinion on Strahd von Zerevich?
From what I've seen so far, he deals harshly with his people. And I don't think I've seen any love for him from them. He has a terrible choice in wife. And he doesn't know the meaning of the word boundaries, it seems.
I can personally say our only interaction with him has been a wholly negative one.
Would you detail yourself as friends or allies to this Lord of Barovia?
I don't think
No.
so.
Not necessarily, no.
And on that then, we are those of the same mind. I arrived here in hopes to meet with my mentor to help dispatch of this Strahd von Zarevich.
That
Really?
seems to be a bold undertaking.
Are
Indeed.
you alone?
No, she wants to meet with her mentor.
Oh, sorry. I missed that. Correct.
Who would be your mentor, if you wouldn't mind us asking?
A rather prestigious vampire hunter, Dr. Rudolf von Richten.
Cere's like looks shocked as she like frantically like rummages through her backpack for the copied book that Kiso had made of that. I can't remember the title anymore. I have it just on my notes as Van Richten's book, but I believe it had a name. The one that we found in the inn that Kiso had took the time to quickly scribble down.
The torn excerpt of Van Richten's Guide to Vampires.
That was it. Van Richten's Guide to Vampires.
And then we found the other one in the tower.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Cere will pull that out and say, the author of this book?
The very same one.
You could say I'm quite a fan.
Well, him and I were supposed to meet here. However, some complications, of course, arose. I had a little altercation with a werewolf. She kind of like, you see her shift and move her apparatus leg.
Were you... Cere goes to say, like, were you bitten? And then, like, quickly sees the leg. Oh.
Bitten is a little bit of a...
Understatement?
Understatement, indeed.
My apology. That was crass.
Thankfully, both the burgomaster and his wife were kind enough to both assist me in warding off the werewolf, and also helping pay for, she gestures to her leg, a replacement.
That's very nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Mr. Blinsky from Valaki is a very good craftsman.
Oh. You also met Blinsky.
He
Indeed.
says it's no fun.
Is no Blinsky.
Except for the. I said, well, like, except for the paralysis needles. That wasn't very fun.
She gives a confused look.
Cere has a look of trauma as you talk about that. Cere just has like Vietnam flashbacks.
Well, it wasn't very fun for him. It was quite amusing, though. Sorry, continue.
It was not fun.
That wasn't the same person.
Yeah, that wasn't Blinsky. That was. Anyways, we are divulging far too much random conversation. Knowledge is power, remember? Cere says with a smile.
Well, in either course, I was supposed to meet Van Richten 3 months ago. Yeah. In either case, why have you come to visit me here?
Well, I believe we had been advised that you may be of benefit for us regarding the werewolf problem that we'll be dealing with. I believe we heard
yes.
that you may be rather knowledgeable on the subject.
I
Far more
am.
than we are, anyway.
I am notably acknowledged, of course, about werewolves, having faced one or two in my time. None bigger than the one who, well, removed my leg. However, I have had one or two encounters with them in the past.
I see. Is there anything that you would be able to share with us regarding, how to deal with them?
If I might ask, why are you wishing to seek them out?
Hmm,
We wish to save the Burgermeister's son
yes.
and try and heal their family the best we can.
I see.
We have reason to believe that they may currently have him captured, and we wish to free him.
I have been in attempts to do something similar, though in different means. The abbot has felt rather strange as of late.
Oh? He's not always like that?
As far as I know, not. I came to the abbey because Dimitri had told me that the abbot appeared to be growing increasingly unstable and he feared for Christ's safety as a result. However, upon visiting the abbey, me being a weak clairvoyant of myself, I sensed the unquiet spirits that lingered within its shadow's halls. Intended to return ever since, I plan to contact the spirits here to further investigate the abbot, his identity, and cause of his growing madness. You see, she gestures towards the unfinished chalk circle. It was meant to provide a medium for a seance, focusing on the energies to call upon and acting as a protective barrier between them and malevolent spirits.
Hmm.
He did seem
Interesting.
very odd. He also didn't have any surface thoughts. Like he
Cere
had a
looks at you
wood.
like, wait, what?
Don't pay any mind to that.
We are going to talk about this. Later. Anyways, about the seance you were talking about, perhaps we could assist you with such things. We have a little bit experience with the subject.
Of course, any assistance is more than welcome. Otherwise, 30 nights ago, I was able to successfully find what I believe to be Ilya's location. Cavern at the base of the spur of Mount Barotok, along the northwestern shore of Lake Barotok. However,
Ah.
there is one catch.
Mhm.
Borovia's werewolf pack uses the cave as its den, making it any effort to rescue Ilya tremendously risky. However, after capturing and interrogating a werewolf, the Borovian pack, I learned that the bulk of the pack will soon be departing Borovia to range beyond the mist with Strahd's permission. The pack's expedition will take place at dusk the following night. Might be anywhere from 12 hours until 12 days, so we'll want to get in and out before dawn.
Of
If
course.
you wanted to take that opportunity.
We'd be fools not to, right?
Well, it would not be my first time meeting fools. I mean, no offense, of course.
Oh, don't worry, I've got used to it now. If anything,
The
I
truth's
would like
hardly
you-
offensive.
Far off.
We are courageous fools, fools that have survived things that I personally feel we shouldn't have. But yes.
However, if you have other business or proceedings that would give reason to forestall such an action, we can at least hope that the werewolves do not return so soon. We can do so another night.
I think taking advantage of that would be useful.
Very much so.
If we know they're going to be gone, that would be, yes, a good time to egress in there and egress out. Hopefully, the boy wishes to leave with us too.
You guys would also have known that Samael had gone back to camp. He had suddenly been hit by the runs,
Bummy
needing
issues.
to rush to the restroom.
Comedy
Sure, that's the
travel.
excuse, not just another booty call.
I was
That's
gonna
what he
say,
told
we
you,
could
at
have played
least.
it off.
We don't know that. Oh.
He told you he had the runs, so
Okay, sorry, but
that is as
That was
far
only
as
so
you
we
know.
wouldn't inquire further, nor would we follow him.
Mhm.
Do you wish to investigate further upon Samael's bathroom breaks? That
Nah, we
is
good.
that is completely up to you.
Let's not
Nope.
do that.
We're good. We can move on from it.
All right. Esmeralda seems to kind of look amongst you all to see what it is you wish to do. If you'd like to assist her in her seance, or if you'd like to do the search for Ilya at another time, either or.
Cere would love to help with the seance.
I think we should help you with the seance.
I think it would be tremendously insightful.
Personally, I love these
Yeah.
kind of things.
I will assist as well.
You would see her begin to replace, not replace, but redraw the. Oh, you guys hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies. I seem to have been disconnected. Yeah.
We can hear you.
Oh no, I meant like in game.
Oh.
A little bit of an odd one. You'd see Esmeralda begin to finish redrawing the chalk circle and begin to retrieve a deck of cards from her coat. As begins to lay out the cards out flat across the center of the chalk circle. These cards work similar to that of a spirit board, allowing spirits to communicate with them from across the veil. I must warn, however, we must not ask, no, we may only ask 10 questions of the spirits that answer my call. That once the seance has concluded, I won't be able to conduct another one for at least a full 3 days.
Alright.
Alright, so we better make these 10 questions count. Do we have any ideas what we should be aiming for?
Well, we know where the cave's at. We know they're going to be gone.
I'm not sure the spirits will be able to answer.
Or are we looking for answers around this place? Because if so, if we're looking for answers around this place,
I believe, yeah, around here.
Silas was the name of the person
missing
they're
one.
all, yes, that the young lady was keening for.
Indeed.
I mean, I feel like I know what happened to him. He makes it sound like he moved on to better things, but I
I have a
feel like
bad theory.
he's
Mm.
dead.
Yeah, see, we use that euphemism back home sometimes. That someone has progressed on to the next part of their journey. In fact, alarmingly, after recent revelations, I now discover the next stage of the journey might be a bit more horrifying than I expected.
So only one can assume what has happened to this person.
Indeed.
We'll then begin bringing you all closer to the circle. noting that... Oh,
Intercepted.
apologies. That everybody has to interlock hands.
I quickly grab Willow and Vivienne's hands.
Can we hold Chai in between us, hand in hand, and he's just
I will hold
dangling?
Chai. Yeah, I'll hold Chai's hand instead. That's fine.
Dear Lord.
Okay.
He's here too.
Yes, he is.
Chai matters.
You see
The
Chai.
true hero of the party.
You see Chai turns to Willow. You're not gonna kill us again, right?
Oh.
You see Esmeralda raises an eyebrow to that.
Cere will whisper to him, I won't let her. It's okay.
He'll turn to you. You didn't stop her last time.
That was last time. This is now.
He kind of looks you up and down. You haven't gotten any better.
I have gotten significantly better,
People
thank you
question
very much.
my sanity.
Esmeralda will clear her throat.
Less the sound. Oh, my apologies. Also, 1 second.
If there is any issue, of course, with any questions, I can assist on that end. However, without further ado, shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes.
Also completely forgot. I'm pretty sure I have a theme for Esmeralda I was supposed to be doing. Oh no, it's supposed to be this one. Whoops.
Okay.
Esmeralda has her own theme.
Okay.
Nice. Oh.
Oh, I recognize this one.
Esmeralda's hands will grasp each and every one of you. Well, everybody making a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Esmeralda's eyes meet each of yours in turn before closing. She bows her head, black curls cascading across her shoulders, and softly begins to chant. The air thickens, as if charged with static, and the hairs on your arms begin to stand on end. You hear the soft scrape of chalk against stone as one by one the lines of the pentagram begin to glow faintly, emanating a soft silver light as they write themselves via magic. A low, resonant hum fills the room, vibrating through the floor and into the soles of your feet, as if the very stones of the abbey have joined in the chant. The ambient sounds beyond the walls fade away, leaving only the rhythmic cascade of Esmeralda's whispered incantations. Sounds way more intense than I wanted it to.
Yeah, I've heard this as combat music before.
I'll switch it to something else then. And now it's not feeling like combat. What the hell?
I was gonna say, it has a combat phase and it has a more lulled phase.
We'll put it down here then. Okay, there we go. The air grows colder, each breath forming wisps of mist that rise and swirls above your heads. Spirits, Esmeralda murmurs, swaying faintly. We seek your wisdom and knowledge. The abbot of this abbey has fallen to darkness and corruption. Aid us and tell us how the stains upon his soul may be cleansed. Okay. Hmm? Just go with this one then. There's a pause, and then the temperature plunges, your skin prickling fiercely. You feel a sudden sense of being watched, as an unmistakable yet unseeable presence settles like a shroud across the room. Esmeralda's eyes snap open. We're not alone.
I'm used to
She
feeling this.
turns to you all. See what we'd like to do now.
A comforting feeling, which I'm getting used to.
I'll also mention that if anyone wishes, you guys do have the spirit mirror.
That's a good point. Can we put it down?
You could actually look at it and like try to look around the room with it if you would like.
Yeah, I'd like to, if possible.
Looking
I'm not sure
around
which one of us has it, but yeah.
with the mirror, you're able to see a presence behind Esmeralda, wearing clean white robes of a priest with a golden mace in the shape of a sunburst sheathed behind her back. You see a woman. However, in your case, just a You see, adorned on her face is a silver mask and a crown with a wreath. An armor plated on top of her white robes of a priest. You see one of which you've only ever seen as a statue, but the very namesake of this very abbey and church. You see Saint Markovia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Badass.
they are indeed. Alright.
So, so the first question would be about Silas.
Indeed. Would you like to, or should I?
It is your forte, dear.
Not really. Cere will kind of pause and look towards St. Markovia and kind of go, "O great spirit, we beseech ye, do you know where the person by the name of Silas has gone?"
Silas?
I believe that was his name, right? Was it Cyrus or Silas?
For the
Cyrus.
burgomaster's kid?
No, the
Who the
remember
bat
how-
was asking for.
yeah, the person that was over.
Oh!
I think it was Cyrus. I think. Silas is the name of one of my players in another campaign.
You would see a card of the decks, the whole deck's basically laid out face down. You'd see one of the cards flip over, revealing the mist. Then flip back down.
Does that mean no?
I believe that means he has moved on. Correct me if I'm wrong, Esmeralda. I'm not very good at reading cards.
All right.
Lynn?
What?
I don't think we can. She's channeling the spirits right now, so I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
we can
Oh, okay.
ask her. So we'll just make a note to ask afterwards.
Yeah.
All
That would be
right.
fair.
I will say in the end, even she wouldn't know the full answer because the cards are. It's like a tarot card reading.
Yeah. Cere's trying to infer based off of very, very, very loose knowledge. But yeah, sorry, we can look and go. Our next question. What has caused the abbot to change in attitude? People have noted that he's changed. We're curious what.
You'd see the spirit respond by flipping one of the cards, revealing the marionette, followed by the enchanter. I
That
will
one-
see if I can.
That one I cannot infer, just FYI. I don't know.
I will see if I can make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what those images look like. Huh? What I wanted? I completely forgot this was a whole part of the session.
Someone else get thinking
Okay.
of questions. I'm running out of questions. That is spooky.
Mm. So you asked what is.
What caused his change?
Yeah. What
Mm.
causes change? And we got Abbott,
Okay.
we got Marionette, and Enchanter.
Plus Enchanter.
Mhm. Okay.
The first one I can infer, the Enchanter one totally throws me off. And so, sorry, we'll kind of shrug at that one and kind of go, we're gonna have to ask about that one. What has caused this place to be at unrest? Would be the next question.
With the Abbey or.
Yeah. She said this place. I mean, you know, the Abbey.
Okay, I wasn't sure because it could be taken
It would
in many
reveal
different ways.
3 cards.
Oh.
Ooh.
You're asking complex questions now,
Yeah, that's fair.
which does make it a little harder to infer.
Yeah.
First one that would be revealed is the Shepherd.
That could represent the Abbot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Followed by the Diviner.
The Abbot has seen something.
Or someone has seen the abbot,
I would
or
probably
or perhaps influenced him.
perhaps. I'm thinking more the path of the cards. Since it was Shepherd first, it implies Abbot, and then Divines.
You would then see, lastly, the Dark Lord.
Hmm.
No,
Ah.
no.
Abbot foresees the Dark Lord? Perhaps he sees something? Perhaps he knows something that we don't,
Very
and that
likely.
has caused unrest.
Perhaps he's under the influence of Strahd somehow. That is my interpretation.
That's another take, perhaps. Perhaps it could be inverse. The Dark Lord divines the Shepherd.
Maybe he has some sort of, I don't know, the Amber Shard. It's certainly a tool by which you can, see out of, but maybe it can also exert control over people in a certain way. Maybe he has a similar artifact of some sort.
Perhaps. Can anyone think of any questions that are less complex, perhaps?
Can
Does that count as
Anna
3 questions?
Kreskov be saved?
That's a good one.
It's a good one, yes.
It would flip over once more the Diviner card.
Hmm.
I have heard interpretations of Diviner being one that can represent maybe.
It seems like a maybe card.
Chance or fate.
Indeed, there is a chance, but it is not a guarantee.
But it is not a no. It is
It
not
is
a no.
not a no.
What would be a no, Dark Lord?
Probably, or if they have some card representing the Harvester, that could also represent a firm no. It really depends. Anyways, next question.
I am not on my A game. I can't think of a damn thing.
Has what the abbot done here offended you?
Once more revealed, the Diviner.
Maybe.
A little.
I think that means maybe.
Is it worth asking about, like, he said that the reason that he turned the kids, the lepers, into like animal creatures is because they were like beyond saving or something? Is that, we ask if that was actually the truth behind that, or if there was actually some sort of ulterior fucked up motive?
That could be.
Their bloodline is cursed or something like that.
Oh, I don't know if that's true. Can I ask that then? How many questions have we asked?
5.
2, 3,
Five.
5.
5v5 left.
I was suspicious when I was just like, I don't know. That sounds like a cover story.
Yeah, that could be. I'm trying to think the best way of wording that.
Was the transformation of the people and children and lepers into animals an act of goodwill, like of true goodwill, or not? Because I mean, you just kind of fucking healed your heart.
So 2 cards are revealed. The first one is, for the 4th time, revealed now. The Diviner.
Diviner, goddammit.
Followed by also... let me pull it up. Broken one.
Oh. No, then maybe they were cursed. I forgot the bit about them being cursed. further detail about that.
I literally.
Kiso, I do want to clarify, although we may be in the presence of a saint, we are still talking with a spirit. They are not,
All knowing.
Yeah, no.
But no. I'm curious about the situation with Vasilka.
And two, but it's how we word that.
I guess I'm more curious about who. If you catch my drift.
Hmm.
If you understand me, is what I'm trying to say.
I think I understand. Amor, who is she?
Or who?
You would hear Esmeralda speak up, suggest maybe asking if we can go with the abbot.
Yes, let's go with that one.
Hmm.
How can we
How
restore
many-
the abbot?
If there is a way.
Don't complicate it.
Okay.
Then see flipped over is the artifact card.
Hmm. I'm questioning if it's worth asking if they maybe have knowledge of what that could be. That which the artifact card represents. Where would we find it?
You would find the first card that flips over is the Dark Lord.
Oh, lovely.
Not what I wanted to hear.
Followed by
Oh, nothing.
the Dungeon card.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, probably the worst outcome I think we could have gotten there. Thank you nonetheless.
If you have one question left.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8. We have asked 8.
Two more questions.
We have two.
Yes. Thank God Fish is keeping notes. Alright, two left. What can we think of here?
Are there any artifacts in this town that can help us?
Then see flipped over. The Anarchist.
Oh.
Interesting. Alright. Let's think. I almost wish to ask if it knows about how we could lay it to rest too. If we don't have any other questions, that would be when I would ask. Do you have any better ideas?
No, I'm fine with
I
that.
can't think of anything.
How may we ensure that you are laid to rest?
Okay, 6 cards flip over.
Well,
Holy shit.
do I just flip the deck?
There's more than 6 cards in the deck.
No, I know.
Okay, so first card that flips over, let me grab it.
You told me not to complicate things.
It is a complicated question.
Would be the warrior.
Okay. A warrior.
Followed by the warrior is... Everything else ready for this except the cards. The executioner.
Alright, so far I'm following. We have to kill something.
Followed by the...
The heck card.
The healer card, which after it flips it up, it immediately flips it back down and flips up at the exact same time the broken one.
Oh, I
Yield
don't
it.
like where that's going.
So wait, did it flip the healer upside down afterwards?
Yeah, it's as if they're related, these two cards. It revealed the
Broken
healer,
healer.
then as it flipped back down, it flipped over the broken one at the exact same time. All the other cards are still face up.
I suspect broken healer may refer to the abbot, unfortunately.
And then it... I'm at 4 cards right now, right? Or am I at 5?
Yes. You're at 4.
Warrior, executioner, broken healer.
Would then reveal executioner, like flip it back down, flip it back up, repeat it, and lastly the Dark Lord.
Alright, well, that complicates things. Do you run? Alright. Kill the abbot, kill the Dark Lord. That's how I interpret that one, but I could be interpreting it incorrectly. I hope I'm inferring it incorrectly. I believe that's all of our questions, though, right? Thank you, spirits. We are most grateful for your time.
Immediately after the 10th question is asked, a rush of ethereal wind sweeps through the room, and a radiant burst of light erupts from the center of the pentagram, painting the walls in shades of silver and gold. Flashes of images flicker across your mind's eyes as a white-robed woman kneeling before a man with wings as white as the purest snow, who directs a golden-robed woman to present her with a silver statuette of a cleric kneeling in supplication, its chest glowing with the same golden light that encircles the man's head. The white-robed woman standing before a half-built structure atop a cold mountain spur, her hands calloused as she lays bricks upon a mortared wall. The same woman raising a golden mace above her head, a silver prayer upon her lips as a shadowed fortress looms above her. The silver statuette sitting alone in a dark, cold tomb beneath a dark, twisted keep. The man alone on a mountaintop, a veil of mist shrouding his eyes. Each image is accompanied by a surge of emotion, humility, hope, defiance, sorrow, so strong it takes at your chest with a long, bitter claws. But as quickly as they appeared, the visions fade. And when you open your eyes again, you find the room return to its former state.
Well,
Anyone else see that?
Yes, and it raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah, very much so. Um,
There's
Esmeralda,
much about
are
this
you-
land alone.
Esmeralda, are you alright?
Yes. I also DM need to retcon something. On your ninth question, it would have been the diviner, not the anarchist.
Oh.
Apologies.
Ah, yes, our favorite card.
Can I
Diviner.
gonna rip the diviner card up? No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. Frustration at how often that card's been bloody used. Well, Esmeralda, are you any better at interpreting the cards?
Only in some forms of way. Why?
I must confess, I am not used to these ones specifically. So my skills with it are lacking. Perhaps you'd be willing to see if you can interpret them any better.
What card were you in question of?
The diviner.
Well, the diviner generally means agreement or truth-seeking.
Ah. Interesting. I
Or
had it down as a
confirmation.
maybe. That is even better. So that means
so Anna can
Shepherd
be saved.
confirms. Yeah.
I will also say at this point, Vivienne. Let me also double check. Oh, everything's glitched out on my end. Whose passive
Yay.
perception is 13 or higher?
I think
Probably
mine's
Vivienne's, honestly.
Vivienne, yeah.
Mine's is
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, mine's is 16.
If anyone has a 13 or higher passive perception, you would hear suddenly from just outside the door, you'd hear a loud thud as the door shutters briefly as if struck by a falling weight, followed by a trio of high-pitched yelps and groans.
Huh?
Sarah's gonna
I'll-
stand up and draw her scythe.
We're in a place of safety. Don't do that.
Please don't.
Precautions. I'm gonna cautiously open the door.
You would see
It's like a hand.
two of the Bellevues seem to have been eavesdropping upon the conversation.
Ah,
Well, that's
it
rude.
is
Oh,
good to see you all.
apologies. Don't mind us. They try to close the door.
I keep it open.
Please come in.
Yeah, come on in.
You see the two of them seem abashed and a blush, having been caught red-handed.
Sorry, gestures them
As
in.
they should.
Come on in. Come on. Is scary person also here? I forgot their name.
She's there. She does not seem to be a part of this at all.
Okay, good. She's just vibing. All right, that's fine. She can vibe. Yeah, well, as they come in, we'll close the door. Come on in.
Apologies of that. Otto, I knew we shouldn't have been eavesdropping. It is rude. I was only told that you were telling me to do Zygriff. Don't sass me, boy.
There's no need to throw around blame. Everything is absolutely fine. Sary's gonna like try and walk around as if to like stand leaning against the door.
Well, due to your evident interest in Castle Ravenloft, we decided we might be able to help to learn the fate of our family patriarch. Cyrus.
Iris. Yes. Well, we have potential information about such things. I'm curious what you heard,
Yes.
though.
Only little bits of fixing and cleansing, and just you all being here. We just had asked if we may. If you were to visit Castle Ravenloft, you could find our patriarch, Cyrus Bellevue. Well, you see they kind of look amongst each other for a bit. Otto speaks up. To be honest, we're just really anxious to see more of his experience and what the perfection process that created it was, and how was his life since attaining it? You know, is he all right? Is he alive?
Check on him.
Can I insight
Yes.
check these guys?
Yeah, go for it.
I just try to see because it feels suspicious. I have my doubts about them. This feels like a cover story.
21. Nope. They full on just want
Yeah.
to see if like this promised
They feel-
land that they've been promised for years is actually true.
I shoot everyone a look is like, do we tell them? Like,
It's good to have hope, and yes, I imagine if we get there, we'll make sure we look so we can tell you.
Yes.
Any news you can give us, we'd be mighty kindly to receive. Hell, our brother Cloven, he'll even be able to give you some of a treasure hidden away somewhere in the Abbey for you.
How is Marzina
You-
doing?
She's all right. She's a bit distraught
seem-
since Cyrus's disappearance.
She did seem
I
very
can imagine
distressed.
so. I imagine she took it rather hard. She looks rather young.
I don't believe she's anything past 7 moons. Not 7 moons, sorry, 7 years.
Mm. You... I'm not sure if he would look the same now, but do you have a description of Cyrus so we know what to look out for?
Yeah. Just wait for God to pull it up so they can describe it for you.
no worries. After all, no offense, but you are very characteristic individuals. So
I understand we're quite handsome.
Cere's not disagreeing. They're not. They're like they are kind of hideous, but Cere has like a bit of charm to that. You know, there's.
They have endearing qualities to them.
Yeah.
He does not believe anything you just said. He completely said that as if like to just push
Dismiss it.
push it off and dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Cyrus has like dog ears, like a wolf, even if you could say. Except more matted down, not upright. He also has almost like a broken tusks of like a boar. One side of his face is a little molted like a frog or maybe a lizard, and one of his feet is a duck, his duck foot. I believe his other foot is cleft.
I see. Well, sounds like we'll be able to.
For sure, keep a lookout for him.
Yeah, we'll know him when we see him. I'm sure. We find him. I'll be sure to let you know. And just in future note, if you are intending to eavesdrop, it's much nicer to just knock the door. We're not going to hide it from you.
One more time.
Oh, sorry, said in future, if you're going to be spying on us, you don't have to hide it. Just knock the door.
Well, we didn't want to disturb you. The abbot has had a couple of guests in the past, and we didn't want to disturb them then. We get an earful for that.
Well, if it's us staying here, you are always welcome to disturb. Unless we're sleeping, in which case leave me alone. But outside of that, you're always welcome. No. I'd hate to be keeping you, Cere says, slowly opening the door for them.
Did Lynn lose connection?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh.
I was reading. Apologies, of course, for the disturbances.
No worries. So he closes the door. Slowly putting her scythe away. Alright, well, that was,
Thankfully, nothing to worry about.
hopefully.
I don't really see these people causing us issues. Just...
Well, my fear was them reporting in.
That's... yeah.
Given one of our
Understandable.
questions. Yeah. So the abbot has offense, so if diviner means correct. What about the, Esmeralda, the mist card? I interpreted that as a Barovian version of the death card, but is it not?
Kind of raises an eyebrow. Well, leave it more to be a unknown. Nobody knows what's caused by
I thought
what
so.
causes the mist, or where it came from, or what's beyond it. They go across it. So more of unknown.
I see. Noted. Thank you. Again, it's these are very different cards from what I'm used to seeing. Do you know about again, I don't want to presume anymore. The Dark Lord card?
Kind of gives you like a really look.
I just want to make sure I'm not making assumptions. It is what we think, right?
Of all the dark, ominous, and dangerous figureheads within a realm, I wonder of whom it could mean. Or it must mean the Burgomaster.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, you know.
No insight needed. She is giving you complete sass and attitude on that one.
yeah.
Cere is kind of laughing along with it. Like, Cere kind of asked it knowing it was a stupid question, and the moment she gets called out for it, she's like, yeah, you know.
I thought it meant Kiso.
Kiso is the true Dark Lord.
Oh,
course.
you're flattering me. Soon, perhaps. Soon, perhaps.
Alright, so, let's see.
So, out of all the
Cause of
things,
us.
I'm...
So there's
Shepherd, I
artifacts
assume,
here that can
does
help
represent
us.
the abbot.
Indeed. Shepherd. Shepherd, yes. Dark Lord. Shepherd. True.
Shepherd and Dark Lord.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Shepherd. Truth. Dark Lord. Could be an interpretation there.
Someone true to the Dark Lord.
We do know
Really
that
don't want to presume
there is
this.
an artifact that will help with the situation with the abbot.
The problem is
Potentially.
where. We didn't really find out where.
Dark Lord Dungeon?
Well, that one,
Yes.
yes, but we're not. I don't know about you, but I don't fancy going to the Dark Lord's dungeon. How about you?
I think that just means his. I was interpreting that just as his manner.
I believe it could
I
be
mean-
part of his manner.
Potentially in his manner.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody know if there's a house card? Because there was like a like a home or mansion or
I mean,
No.
you could just ask to look through the deck.
yeah. Oh, I do that. Maybe have a take a quick look at that deck then.
There's no house card.
Okay, I see. I interpret that as like
There,
I mean, it's fucking Strahd von Zarevich's house. Dungeon's not a far cry.
the dungeon
Oh, yeah.
is the only non like person or creature card other than the mist and like the artifact.
I'm gonna just interpret that as his. I keep calling it his house, his manor, his castle.
I believe it's a castle.
Well, yes.
It is a castle.
You
But
shoot low, then
it-
go up.
Being there in the first place is unnerving, to say the least.
Indeed.
So
Yeah,
that means we
if-
would have to. I mean, we do have to go there, unfortunately.
Yeah, but what we're
He
planning
did
here
request
is
an
we would-
audience.
Yeah, but that would require us stealing from him.
The
We
Raven
could
Lost
always just
Heist.
ask for a. We could always ask for a gift as we're leaving.
Hey, what, Vivienne? You can ask.
Okay.
I don't plan on asking, and I would not recommend we start making asks. Yes. I suppose we should probably be a bit up front here, since we're all friends here. Sorry, says with a smile towards Esmeralda. We had been invited by him to have dinner in but when was it? A couple days' time?
2 days.
A couple days' time. We intend to go there and to, at least in my case, I intend to use it as a way of gathering some intel.
I plan to eat his food, drink his wine, and leave in a polite manner. And
As
maybe
do
ask for a
I.
gift at this point.
I was thinking you were gonna set it up for a more interesting third thing, but never mind. That does sound quite like a most reasonable course of action. The less we get ourselves into, the better. It's just a formality.
Just remember what guest rights are, and what your obligations are, and what his are. And I imagine he'll stick
Wait.
to it.
Guests have obligations? Vivienne, you have to teach us this.
Have you never been a guest somewhere before?
That all very much depends. An invited guest to somewhere fancy? Most certainly not, no.
It doesn't have to be anywhere fancy, it's just
Have I been invited
Anywhere
to
in
someone
general.
else's tent? Yes, I have.
and what's expected of you when you're a guest. You're polite, you're nice. You recognize the area as their own, and you treat them with respect while not being offensive.
Don't
Your
talk
first
about
mistake was
their-
assuming that anyone would invite Cere anywhere.
Wow, I am truly hurt. I will also say it's a bit of the pot calling the kettle, no?
Oh, takes one to know one. That's for sure.
But nevertheless.
You'd then hear 3 knocks on the door.
Hello? I'm gonna shout back.
Vivienne will come over to open the door.
You'd see a familiar face once again at the door. However, you've not seen this face in many, many, many days.
Oh.
Who is it? Wait, I'm not. Wait, just a second. Who is it?
I draw my scythe. I'm drawing the scythe.
You'd see one of Strahd's brides, Volenta Popomsk.
Oh, great.
Willow, get behind.
Hello again. How are you?
I am well, dear. May I?
No.
Gestures towards the building.
Did you come to bring us a message?
I did indeed. She would, you see, retrieving from her breast a letter.
Vivienne will hold her hand out to accept it.
You'd see Volenta grasp your hand.
She's still inside the door. She's not sticking outside. She's waiting for the paper to
Ah.
come through the door.
You'd see
Passes to the letter.
a wicked, twisted smile upon her lips as she hands the letter just barely outside the door's edge.
Grab with index.
Vivienne
and
just Vivienne just has the warmest, kindest smile on her face the entire time, saying, "I can do this
Eye
all
twitch.
day."
As can I, dear. And if I really wish to hurt you, trust me, I could from here.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh?
So-
She turns to you, Cere. And did it go so well for you last time?
Did it go so well for you?
Oh, it went pleasantly for me.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Cere, you had a heart attack last time. I wouldn't push your luck.
Shut up. She doesn't know that.
Oh, we've
don't
known
think she
about
might.
your condition for some time, dear Cere.
I'm glad we've got fans.
The letter, please, ma'am.
She rolls her eyes. No fun at all, you traveler.
Oh, darling, I plan to have fun at the dinner. I'm assuming there'll be dancing and such.
The DM works to get the handout ready for you guys.
You see her frantically
time.
scribbling on the note as
Oh,
Before fish-
fuck yourselves. What? I feel like that's what she'd say.
Yeah, no, it
Probably.
checks out.
I wouldn't doubt it.
If Samael was here, I was going to suggest jumping her. I'm not gonna lie.
You think it could go well for
We're
you?
not doing that. We have
It would not.
we have a vampire hunter with us now.
It would
Uh-huh.
not go well.
We've got a better chance.
Oh yeah?
I fancy our odds.
Oh yeah?
I do not.
Look, last time she got the jump on us. This time she doesn't have the jump on us.
First off, Vivienne wouldn't let you start the fight.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't mean I won't get at them. Doesn't mean I can't be catty towards her. I decree
You-
that she is a rival.
Patty's sons of bitches.
Listen, she started it.
Did she?
Shut up. Willow, whose side are you on?
My own.
There's also a little addition to the letter that is not on there.
A note from her that says "Go fuck yourself."
No, she verbally says that one. But it would read, "My friends, it pains me that each time we meet should be in such strife-ridden hours for you all. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. I shall expect you in 4 nights' time from now, as I must sadly have to extend our dinner, as I had some unexpected events proceed. But this is fine, as I can hopefully expect you all to bring with you a bottle of fine wine from the winery.
Oh, we need to get that shit done quick.
And the fair Lady Coliana will not be expected to be in attendance, as I have thought much on the words you have shared with me. I ask in your quaint homestead, I ask in my, I think that says homestead, that you find a suitable haven for her to await your return. Your passage here will be a safe one. I will await your arrival. Your friend and host, Strahd von Zadovich.
That's my quaint homestead, so I can, in place of my quaint home, for somewhere safe. Makes sense.
Cursive isn't my forte.
It's not mine either,
Well-
don't worry. I was not reading that. When that popped up, I was like, please tell me you're reading this out.
I
first."
did it. I read it.
Well, we have an extension then, I guess.
That's useful.
And we have to go get some wine, it seems.
That's not.
This is true.
Where did we get a? Oh, never mind.
And with that, he takes a step back. And with that letter delivered, I bid you a day.
Have a lovely one.
Take care. And Vivienne will give a polite curtsy.
Of course. Do try to stay warm, he says in her
Heated as
dress.
always. Heated as always, dear.
I hope you have fun in the sun.
I'm always kind of cold, honestly.
Do you actually say that, Cere?
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
As Vivienne
Aw.
closed the door, you'd hear a heavy thud. Barely as Vivienne closes the door, and you'd see the half edge of a dagger breaking through the door's wood, aimed directly at where your head would have been if you were in line in the path.
Cere will literally audibly chuckle at that. I don't think she liked it.
Oh no, I don't think so either.
What makes you
Good.
say that?
The dagger sticking through the door, that could have hit me.
No, I think it was going to hit me, dear.
Yes, but I was
Again.
standing in front of you.
I've taken those daggers before. I could take another.
Not one to the heart, though. Maybe.
Vivienne, on closer inspection, the dagger is poisoned.
That bitch.
Well, anyways,
Wait, take that. By the way, I
Poison
take that. I
does
grab
expire.
that. Can I find out? Can I? I take it anyway. Maybe I can use it.
Well, Vivienne, I thank
Well.
you for closing the door in time.
I will
I know
say,
when children wish to be misbehaved, dear, so it was kind of expected.
She really is quite childish.
Yes, she's quite childish.
Aren't we all? At least a little.
we should get things
Only when
done for
I'm
the
drunk.
winery,
Yes,
if that's the
Indeed.
case.
seems that that is the case of where we should head next.
However, Wolves being gone, yes? That's tonight, right? Or tomorrow?
They head out tonight.
Okay.
But tomorrow at dawn is where we should strike, right?
I would say, or rather, immediately as soon as they leave.
Yes.
But then we run the risk of encountering them, though.
Not
If
we
they're
hide.
gone,
Game
we
movie.
will not.
I mean, I have some tricks up my sleeve for that too. Maybe we
Because
should-
by the time we get there, probably they'll be long gone.
perhaps if willing, we could rest. If time allows, we could rest now and set off tonight. Because
Whatever you guys would like to do.
As
much
soon as
I feel
possible.
better, as much as I feel better, I would still like to rest a little.
All right. So tonight we head out and we rescue the sun.
Indeed.
I don't. I did use a spell slot, but other than that, I'm fairly okay. But yeah,
I'm assuming you'll be coming along with us.
Well, as much as it makes sense, I presume I would, as it is my plan. You all
I'd
more...
rather not make assumptions and just get confirmations.
Fair enough. I more just say, it was my plan originally. You're all just more of, I say this kindly, jumped on it, as one would say.
we tagged along.
Indeed.
The cavalry has very much arrived.
You see Esmeralda look to the left, look to the right. I don't see any cavalry, as far as I'm aware.
It's a turn of phrase.
Ooh.
Well aware, I'm more just meant as... If you are the cavalry, I'm terrified to see what is the army.
I will take that as a compliment.
Take it however
Take
you
it
will.
as you wish. Well, we'll go take a nap then, I guess.
Gonna take a short rest?
If possible, I'd like to try and take a long rest if we have the time for it.
If you take a long rest, that'd be full 8 hours.
I don't know what time it is right now.
It's like, probably around like 4 or 5.
That would take us to like midnight, 1 a.m., right?
I mean, yeah, but then you guys also then have to travel there.
Is true.
Esmeralda would also pipe up. I'd also like to make a pit stop before we go.
Where would you like to go?
Van Richten's tower. I left something in my carriage there.
Oh, okay.
Some spell scrolls and potions I feel could be quite handy. And also need to reload on my crossbow.
No complaints here.
Yeah, most certainly
Okay.
not. Perfect, then I guess we should get going. I am fit enough to be able to travel fine.
You all have horses?
No.
No.
We have
Carriage?
been traveling on foot.
Yeah,
Oh, well, we did have a cart, didn't we?
yeah, we have a cart.
Yeah, we had a cart because we brought Cere in it.
Yeah,
How
so
was
we
the
have a
cart being
cart.
moved again? Was that horse?
A
or was
horse?
that-
We have a
couldn't remember if we
horse,
had
a horse, and a cart.
We have a horse and a dream.
Good. In
We have
that
a horse
case,
and a cart.
we can ride there. I left my horse at the stables in town.
Well,
Perfect. Well, let's do that then.
There is enough room, thankfully, now that Cere will not be laying on the floor.
Oh, well, I have my own horse. I can just ride beside you all.
Oh,
Also
right.
works.
If, of course, that is something you'd be all right with.
That's fine. I apologize. I'm not all here today.
Oh, where
When am
are
I
you?
ever, though? In my own thoughts.
Oh. Well, make sure to check up on them for me, alright? Because I was still present. Vivienne does not seem to be enjoying this.
I'm reminded of so many things right now.
Oh,
For
yeah?
better, for worse.
Like what?
Just the joys of when I had children around. It did make for interesting times.
Shall we head off now?
Yes.
So, you guys begin to leave the... Oh, wait. Actually, before you guys leave... Fuck, hold up. Hey, whoop, 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 whoop. I went too fast. Go back. Undo.
We've got to go back, Morty.
As you guys go back, do you guys give the construct the flower crown?
Yes. I believe Vivienne had it.
Yes. Vivienne would happily hand it over.
You'd see the construct doesn't seem to react. More just looks down at it. But let me take you all downstairs. Eh. Okay.
Oh, hi, Samael. Where have you been?
Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I still have the shits.
That's what he sounds like.
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh,
Fuck.
boy.
Never mind. -2.
I like how saying "oh boy" in general just triggers a domino effect of Mickey Mouse
does.
impressions.
Mickey Mice, sorry.
It's just habit.
You guys leave the
Need to.
stairwell and continue on.
Still loading for me.
Ah.
What is that?
What is what? Oh, it's like your it's the other Bellevues. It's like a
Oh,
template kind of thing, just so it's like,
they could be there. Got it.
yeah.
Placeholder picture.
I'm not gonna find like 28 images. I'm just gonna use
Nah.
just use a template image.
Understandable.
I gotcha.
Come on, Kiso.
Oh, whoops, wrong way.
As you all leave the east end, you'd see the abbot smile and wave over towards Esmeralda. Ah, hopefully your stay was well, my dear. Of course, it was all right, I suppose. Made some acquaintances. You then see his eyes shift towards the flesh golem. As his eyes immediately fall upon the necklace Vasilka made, his gaze tightens. How did she come to possess that necklace?
It was a gift.
From you?
I am the one who gave it to her, yes.
And you made it yourself? For her to have, as a gift? In the mere moments I saw you last?
I helped assemble it.
Roll me a deception check.
I mean, technically Vivienne did help assemble it, but
I asked my
Vivienne
question
was
very well worded.
I know you did. That's why it took me so long to answer.
Yes, sneaky little bird.
That's why Vivienne said she helped assemble it, because it was pushed up against her, so she probably had to help fix some stuff on it.
Nah. I want that dice wall. Give me that dice wall.
Oh no.
You are trying to deceive this abbot.
Oh, nice.
And deceive she shall.
I don't know.
Maybe.
He a cleric.
I
That's
see.
of all people.
So, before approaching me at my abbey, you had gone to the gardens just north of here and plucked the flowers from there, as I can identify they are from there. I also seem to note they appear to be several days old. How strange it is that you would have come into the garden days prior to meeting me.
As I told you, I helped assemble it.
I can only surmise you did not pick it and assemble it, though.
That is not what my words said.
She didn't claim that.
You would see his eyes turn back towards the door, where you can see a little worrywart little Vasilka watching from the distance.
Oh no.
She appears mortified and crestfallen. Golem, lower your neck. And the golem next to Esmeralda will do as commanded.
I mean, flowers are harmless, are they not?
He will tear it from her neck and saying, decoration and ornamentation are first steps to pride and vanity. Such follies are unbecoming of God's creations.
What is compassion, then?
And empathy?
You see he turns towards you both, his eyes tightened, his tone chilled. You've already done enough. Already shown enough of your sins of vanity and pride for those present. He'll then storm off towards the abbey, garland still in hand.
Well,
Can't wait to help this man. You say very much under my breath.
Hmm.
I feel like there could have been a better way to handle that, but what's done is done.
Compassion, charity, and hope will always persevere.
You'd see the golem who had lowered its neck raises it back up, looking at the closed door where the abbot and Vasilicid went. And Vivienne, with your passive perception, you notice a slight falteration in her chest. And
Aw.
you could barely see, but a single tear come down from one of the eyes.
How
Oh,
As
dare
the
you?
golem turns, goes back inside the east wing.
well, shit. Anyways,
We'll make things right here. In
yeah.
time.
Esmeralda will clear her throat. Agreed, however, one thing at a time, I'm afraid.
Of course.
Let's focus on the wolves.
Yes.
But first, I believe we're heading back to the tower you mentioned.
Yes, I left my cot there, and so it could do us well for some form of resupplies.
Sounds good then. Please lead the way.
The rest of the party come?
Yeah, sorry.
Vivienne?
Vivienne's too busy telling lies to be moving.
No, she was thinking.
Pondering.
As the party continues down past the path, you'd hear a faint sound of a voice, a shrilled, terrified sound of terror and distress from within.
Jaw clenched, I leave.
I don't even care if I misinterpreted those cards. I'm going with my interpretation.
Kill the abbot. Kill Strahd.
Cere nods.
Easier said than done, but agree.
You only focus on one monster at a time. Try not to weigh yourself too thin.
It is my job to worry of all monsters. But I do take what you say on board. Focus on the main enemy first.
And so, you all return back to the road, leaving Kresk behind you as you head back towards the old tower.
Whilst we're
Yes.
gonna get the cart, I assume she's gonna get her horse, so we
Mhm.
have a brief moment
Yeah.
without her being there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna quickly say to the party as soon as she's out of earshot, I'll just kind of be like, so we're pretending we were never at the tower, right?
What's
I
that?
don't see why we would. Why would we lie?
I'm just,
Technically didn't take anything of hers.
that we
And
know
nothing
of.
that was used. It was just armor.
We are only here to help people. Lying will make us look suspicious and not exactly trustworthy, so no, be honest.
I will choose to have omission.
And yes, I realize the hypocrisy of me saying that right when I just did what I did, but
Different situation.
I, for one, am just concerned, that she might not be too thankful of her snooping around.
I think
It's
she'll
not
be
like
willing
we
to put
snooped in
those
her
differences
carriage.
aside.
We didn't open her carriage. I
We
know
didn't.
that.
I was about to say to her, earlier, I was gonna say, oh, so that was your carriage, but then I thought, oh no, we shouldn't mention that we were there.
Yes, we'd hate for her to explode at us for invading her privacy.
Ah,
To be fair, she is just going to her carriage. I don't know if she's going in the tower.
true. I'm just cautious, is all.
Just calm down, first of all. And just go with the flow of things.
So, you guys are able to get your cart. Sally up next to Esmeralda. She has a white horse. All are able to head back east towards the old tower and Esmeralda's wagon.
Sweet.
Of course, going across the bridge, you find no Revenant this time.
Like he teleports.
I feel like he's that one NPC in like a game where like he gives you the important story info, but you've like pressed A to skip through most of the chat, and then you go back to see if you can speak to him again, and he's not there, and you're like, ah, dang it.
He's the Golden Sun NPC from Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Once you progress certain points, he's just gone. You won't be able to find him until you get to the next area. You've locked out of dialogue. Alright.
Literally.
Out of curiosity, does anyone want to take a crack at singing for me?
Singing.
What song? What song?
It's not an
nominate
actual
Ray.
song. It's a I'm giving you lyrics and it's to a hymn melody of an actual like video game song.
Yeah, I will on Vivienne.
Ish, you are arguably maybe one of the perfect persons because you actually do know this song.
Hey.
So in chat, these are the lyrics, and it is to the melody of Lament of Orpheus from Hades.
Ooh. Right.
Because as you guys pull up to the carriage, you hear a woman's voice singing the following 3 stanzas of a haunting lament.
Hear, O star, my yearning plea to feel his arms upon me. Lost beneath the starlit sea, his light it waits, haunting me. Draw his whispers close to me, that in his shade I might see. Heed his call. Oh.
You'd see a woman playing what appears to be a harp in hand. The woman sits alone on a rocky shore, clad in finely sewn animal skin, cradling a lyre in her arms. Her hair, a pale, lustrous white, cascades over her shoulders, and her eyes rest closed as she plucks the lyre strings. A haunting refrain parts her lips as her body gently sways, the song continuing without acknowledgement of your approach. Of course, if you'd like to, you can. Fish, I'm not going to force you to. But this does have more lyrics.
Yeah, go for it. Nearer, of his amber eyes gleam. My feet betray the better of me. A silver-lit path that wanders my dreams. His shadowed gaze shall guide me ever on. Run, leap, still he flees, but now the skies around us are soaring, falling. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down.
This is what the woman could see before. Like, I know it says her name, but you guys don't know her name, obviously, at the moment.
Cool.
Cool, cool. Does
Dude.
anyone hear that, or am I hearing voices again?
I hear it, and I don't know if I like it.
You guys hear voices?
Do you
Hail
not?
and well met, stranger. Who is that singing?
You'd see the woman turn to you, a bit surprised by your sudden appearance, but a warm look upon her face nonetheless. Oh, excuse me. I'd see Esmeralda be like, no need to be afraid, friend. We're just here to visit my carriage and wagon. At which point you'd see Bianca. Oh, apologies. She'd step over quickly. I didn't mean to be a thief. I was just curious. She says, quickly approaching up to the group.
Who are you? May I ask what town you're from?
My name is Bianca. I am a herbalist who lives in the woods nearby. My husband, Kirill.
I see.
Were you just merely taking a rest here?
I had seen your friend's wagon and was curious about its content, to be completely honest. Rather than open the door, I investigated further and found a trapdoor on its bottom. I used to enter and explore its interior. I took the lyre and the perfume. It reminds me of the memories I had one long ago, but it was before I met my husband.
Mm.
You notice that
Nice.
on her side are
Who is
also...
your-
Oh, good.
Who's your husband?
Like I said, his name is Kirill.
Are
I
you?
don't think.
You said you were a herbalist.
Yes?
Do you peddle much wares to Valaki and such?
Not particularly.
Oh, do you just? you
Not
know,
every herbalist
live-
is a merchant.
Yeah, true. I suppose.
Me, sort of.
I guess I never thought about it that way.
You'll see Bill quickly approach Esmeralda and hand over the scrolls that she had upon her, the perfume. Apologies again. Esmeralda, no worries. It is understandable for a woman to wish to indulge in some comforts every now and again. The GM mentions the pregnant pause as an opening for anyone else if they want to speak up.
So,
Oh.
are you from this area or just travelers like we are?
Oh no, I'm not from around here, I'm afraid.
Where are you from? If you don't mind me
Yeah.
asking.
Oh, just northern in the woods. We just live in the woods for months.
Is it not rather dangerous for you?
Not if you know the woods.
I see it
I-
being a peaceful life, honestly. The woods back at
No.
home are much dangerous, for me at least.
I would too, but I guess I'm worried about the wolves.
Ah. The wolves have gotten a little more dangerous ever since well, the vampires slept, the wilds were more peaceful, but ever since Strahd awoke, never been the same.
I see. Well, I hope that you and your husband keep safe.
You see, she sheepishly looks to Esmeralda with like almost like a mournful request. It's been so long since I've been able to play real music. Would it be alright if I kept the lyre? You see Esmeralda for a moment kind of like look to see if any of you were going to pipe in or say anything. Before
Cere
she
kinda
He does
like-
play it quite well.
It's not my property.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't mind, but obviously Esmeralda, it's your property. I would never want to make a decision for you on that one, but
Honestly, solace in a world like this doesn't come very often.
yeah.
by all means, dear. I really didn't use it that often to begin with.
Out of curiosity, can I insight check her?
On what? She said a
So-
lot at this point. You need to be specific, Cere.
No, I know. I was about to go into it.
You gotta
It's the
lead in
way-
with what you're trying to figure out first before the insight check now.
Okay. The logic being, I feel a wee bit off about the fact that she's just kind of like has just looted all this and now is kind of like, yeah, haha, sorry, here, I'll give you it back. But like, it feels there's something. I don't know. I don't trust her.
I really assumed it was abandoned.
I mean, when we looked at it, it didn't look that abandoned, right? Because we intentionally didn't go into it because we went, oh, this looks like it could be.
Because the door was trapped.
Well, that's also a bit like if you see a sign saying the door's trapped, are you still gonna go like, yeah, let me just loot this?
Well, yes, actually.
Let me look around. Just that we didn't. It was enough to dissuade us, and I don't know. I feel like someone with that mentality, that has that mentality of going, oh, this is trapped. Oh, there must be good loot. Let me loot it. I don't know. I get bad vibes.
You're rolling insight.
Bad vibes here.
While you're rolling insight, she'll mention to Esmeralda, apologies, of course, about the scrolls, though. I couldn't really read them myself, I'm afraid.
What was that song about?
Oh. Called the Lunatic's Lament. About a woman who falls in love with the moon and chases it off a cliff, ultimately falling
my.
to her death after pausing for a moment. Have you ever fallen in love with someone? Wondered if you ever made a mistake?
Quite vividly.
On a 22, you notice a couple things, Cere.
It's mostly as well, I'm suspicious that she might still have stuff, if that makes sense. Like, she's giving stuff back, but who knows if she's, like, keeping anything, too. It's kind of another kind of thought to it. Sorry, do continue.
So that wouldn't the 20 say that insight check had nothing to do to see if she had anything on her. To clarify,
Yeah, I wasn't looking for anything. It's just based off the vibes.
I
I'm
understand.
vibe checking.
What I'm also letting you know is that this roll, you wouldn't know anything if she had taken anything.
Yeah.
With your roll, you're able to tell that she seemed to have faltered a bit when indicating that she was a herbalist. And she seemed just more anxious to be here. However, she didn't seem to have any malicious intent.
Yeah. Okay. So it's yeah. I also had kind of bad vibes on the herbalist bit. I was kind of going, bit suspicious, but I have no real reason to doubt her outside of just going,
Being suspicious of people.
yeah. Like, yeah, it's just a. I don't know if I trust. But Cere will keep her suspicions to herself.
I had asked about the phone. What
Yes.
she says.
Yeah.
Pondering also the question of, have you ever fallen to someone and wondered if you made a mistake?
Oh, yes, I did. Quite, well, quite similar to the song you were singing. Although, not the moon. I did not fall in love with the moon.
I believe it was a metaphor, but yes.
Afraid your avian friend is correct. 13 years ago, I was the daughter of a wealthy family. So I forfeited my inheritance, but I fell in love with a brawny and strapping young man, a logger, against my parents' wishes. And I fled from my comfortable life to live with them in a cottage in the nearby woods.
What is your family, if you don't mind us asking?
Fuck. Now I gotta go to fucking lore.
My apologies. It was too obvious of a question to ask. Oh, you're of a noble family. I wonder if we know of them.
You wouldn't.
Probably not, but
They're from Canada.
yeah, so yeah, they from out of town, you know.
Kinda sorta are.
Yeah, no, I'll check that.
The Dovesian family?
Oh, no, I don't think I've heard of them, unfortunately. Just the longer we're here, the more I'm learning about the different powers that be in this land.
Yes. Powers.
Hmm.
Ever since Strahd has awoke, my dear husband has been haunted. Not by ghosts, but by his own rage.
Haunted?
Oh?
How so?
You see, she states simply and kind of somberly, lack of power, absence of control.
A lack of power and absence of control. He isn't harming you, is he?
You see, she seems almost like horrified by the mere implication of it. No. He would never harm my hair on my head.
Oh, good.
He's just seems to be trapped in a whirlwind of self-destruction, lashing out at himself and others.
And that is truly unfortunate. I must admit, rage is one of those things that can consume us all, and when it does, it is very much not nice.
Every week, that rage seems to devour even more of him.
How long has this...
Dread?
Oh, sorry. I was like, how long has the rage been? Like, occurring for? You said it's getting worse every week.
She already said when it started.
Oh, my bad.
when
What
Strahd
was that,
awoke.
sorry? Oh, when Strahd awoke, yeah. I guess Cere's like trying to work out like when was that? Like, was that like recent? Was that like?
If I remember correctly, that would have been like 2 months ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how much of the man I married is still left inside.
Have you ever considered going back home?
No, I'm not willing to leave him behind. So, what would you all do in my position if you were there?
Let's see. Your husband is inflicted with a rage that he cannot control. That is, of course, horrible. And we can... Is there any way you can put him into a sleep? Or a stupor?
Not a permanent one.
I'm not sure what I'd do besides trying to be there and support him.
Nods her head. Gotta see if I can quell his anger on my own.
You said you live where in the woods again?
Just northwards.
Northwards. If we
It's,
come up with a better answer, maybe we'll come visit and see.
Indeed. It must get lonely for you, right? After all, if you don't peddle your wares, then you're probably rarely within towns, and sure you've got each other, but
We're not exactly people.
I get you.
But if I am unable to quell his anger, I'll seek you out.
Please, by all
Then
means.
gives another nod towards Esmeralda and thanks before bidding you all farewell. She
Safe travels.
Safe travels. Continues down the path. Well, into the woods.
I wonder if her husband is inflicted with something.
I did have that thought myself.
Esmeralda will undo the scroll that Bianca had returned to her, looking it over before rolling it back up. Maybe.
I must confess, I do worry a little bit for her. She claims that he would never lay a hand on her, but yet if the rage is getting worse, then who knows?
You would see Esmeralda begin to look and press a series of things, like hidden compartments on the door, presumably to disable the trap, before opening it up. At which point, you would all be met by a chicken.
Chicken Jack. Sorry.
Get out.
Alright, let's see how much damage we take in for that one.
Yes, please.
Kiso, you're suddenly struck by 11 points of lightning damage.
Yep. Does actual lightning strike me?
Yes,
Damn.
for breaking the fourth wall.
Kiso, you really need to put that lightning rod away.
True.
They say lightning never strikes the same place twice, but you seem to be in the same place multiple times.
You'd see Esmeralda kind of like bend down and like begin like softly petting the chicken, who seems to like rub its like its face against Esmeralda's hand, almost like it's a cat.
A friend of yours, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Nice pat.
Esmeralda would hold up the chicken and be like, I present to you, Esmeralda.
I like that. Sorry, says with a chuckle.
She will put Esmeralda back inside. As Esmeralda will...
God damn it.
Huh? Is that still getting you?
That got me out of character. That got me in
Striking with
character
lightning.
and out of character.
Nah. It's not being meta. It's not making movie references.
Strike the DM with lightning.
You see her retrieve from within a series of crossbow bolts that are silvered. A spyglass. That's it. As she will pocket the spell scroll that Bianca had and relock up the door with Esmeralda inside before refeeding her little bird feeder box.
Okay, Esmeralda is a lovely, lovely chicken.
Thank you, she's quite sassy.
I wonder where she gets that from.
Oh, I wonder. Well, is everybody else ready?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Ah, Ray missed out on Esmeralda.
Ray missed the great pun.
Oh.
Oh,
Inside Esmeralda's carriage, last time you guys went there, you guys saw a chicken that was inside the wagon. Esmeralda introduced the party to the chicken, as the chicken's name is Esmeralda.
Thanks, I hate it.
it made me chuckle.
Could be
Oh,
worse.
and also Kiso
yeah,
took lightning.
Could be worse.
Kiso took lightning damage for making a Minecraft movie reference.
Good.
What do you mean, good? Wow.
Deserved.
And with that, you guys will begin to presumably head towards the mountains, right? You guys are going towards the werewolf
Yes.
den?
Yes.
I have burger.
Boy, good.
Yo.
And so, Esmeralda leads you guys back across the bridge as you guys arrive about here. Esmeralda leads you all to a dark and quiet hollow in the Salovich woods. It leads you to the brink of a small hollow, a natural depression in the forest floor. Its edges are framed by towering trees, their black trunks, framing the glimpses of Lake Barotuk's rocky shore. Mount Barotuk looms above the landscape in the distance, cliffs and rocky spurs, a stark gray against the darkened treetops. The ground at the base of the hollow is covered in a thin shroud of mist over a blanket of fallen leaves and moss. On its northern side, an intricate network of large gnarled tree roots create a arched, cave-like structure. The air is cool and damp here, bearing the earthy scent of wet soil and decaying leaves. The hollow itself is silent, save for the faint rustling of leaves and the distant lapping of water against the shore. Well, suggest we stay hidden until full nightfall. Hidden within the hollow, at least until the wolves leave.
Sounds like a
Yes,
plan.
of course.
If anyone asks where it is, she will point up at a certain angle up near the mountains towards a very, very specific dot. No? Wait it. There you go.
given that the spell lasts for up to an hour, when we're about an hour away, or when we're like beginning to set off to go there, I would like to cast Pass Without Trace.
Sure. It'll be some time till then.
Yeah, I figured it'll be a little while. That's why I thought I'll clarify that it's either when we're moving or when we're an hour away.
Gee, isn't that obvious where they live?
Wow. Is that a wolf?
It looks
Subtle.
like one. Oh. Let's hope they do leave soon.
Well, it's gonna be a while, so we might as well get some campfire started. He'll kind of gesture for if Kiso and Cere can go get some firewood while everybody else sets up camp.
Of course.
Where's Samael when you need him?
Esmeralda will then begin gathering up some rocks and some leaves and start making a small little campfire. And we'll produce a small flint and steel like device from her satchel.
Don't
No,
say it.
No, don't do it.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Uses it to light a small but cheery campfire beneath the cavern roots, of which point you will notice that the fire produced by this appears to create a smokeless, low light fire. It still provides heat, though it seems to shed less light and not produce any smoke.
That is
Magic.
very useful.
We want to nullify any advantage they can get. It would be unlucky
course.
enough for them to find us.
That's why you're the professional.
I agree.
Would you guys take Irina with you or no?
We'd ask if she wants to come along, otherwise we'd keep her where she's safe.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
she'll come along.
She could be some of assistance to us,
She can take some hits first.
since we're low on a person who's stronger than all of us combined.
This
Think
is true.
Samael stronger than everybody combined?
In terms
We
of
can
raw
be
strength,
eventually.
Damn.
to be fair, the really funny part is the fact that the two people sent to get wood, I'm pretty sure, are the two weakest. Like, I know Cere is very much not strong.
Well,
Kiso
I'm
is
weaker
old
than
and
Cere,
decrepit.
probably.
Cere
I
and
have 9 strength.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
and-
You don't have. As you say, you don't have 4 giant dome monsters to carry wood for you.
This is true.
Cere and Kiso return back with some wood. As everybody sits around the fire, Irene included, Ronaldo says, well, help pass the time if you all don't mention or mind. We could share some stories to help pass the time. After all, if we were to work together, I'd like to know whom I'm fighting beside.
Oh, sure.
Of course.
And at that point, I'm in the session here.
Da-da-da.
Alrighty.
Homework to think of a story.
Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah, you guys have a whole week to come up with some kind of story to tell.
Sang, do I have your permission to come up with the most crazy story related to the Reapers of your world?
I ask that you check in with me on the writing for it, but you are more than welcome to.
I,
And-
of course, will.
Yes, sadly, chat, we will have to sadly end it here. We are down 1 paladin, and we are getting close to that 2.5 hour mark. So this is about when we usually end. But once again, players, thank you for playing with me once again. Our episode 27, The Vampire Hunter of CurseofStrahd Deathmarch.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the session.
Of course.
Thank you.
Chat,
It's great.
thank you for coming in and watching us. Thank you for being around, hanging out. We'll be back next week with Deathmarch with, fingers crossed, a Samael present. Nobody else
Hopefully.
missing.
Better be.
And we'll see what lies within the wolf's den on next episode, CurseofStrahd Deathmarch. Until then, have a good night. Go get some food. Love your friends. Love your family. Do whatever you got to do. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.